It's your boy Bill. I wanted to tell everybody, man, that was telling me, hope for a speedy recovery. We hope you feel better. I appreciate y'all so much. I feel so much better physically. My nose still running a little bit. I feel like my voice still sounds a tad bit different still, but I feel so much better, man. I had a bad sore throat. I couldn't damn near eat nothing. Had a super bad headache for days. I was like coughing up, cold. I had like a fever. It was bad. So my family thought it was that virus. So they made me take a test. It came back negative. So I knew it was just a cold, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think like that. Like whenever I'm feeling something wrong, like everybody went to jump into that conclusion, oh, you might got. I don't even think like that. I think my mind just be, because I look at it like this. Before that ever came out, it was all kind of stuff before that. We had regular codes. It's like people forgot about common codes when this came out. You know what I'm saying? So, it came back negative, bro. So I just went and I just started drinking a lot of hot tea, orange juice, water. I went and even bought some NyQuil to help me just put myself to sleep. And yeah, I was just trying to do much sleeping as I can. But I think I caught the cold because it be in this house, bro. It be so freezing cold. My folks keep the AC blowing. And then, when I go to like different places, it's not that cold. So I think that's how it came about. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm straight. I hate that I missed my shoot Sunday, but it is what it is. We're going to get it in next Sunday. I want to give a shout out to Chocolate Princess. I want to give a shout out to the other Kyra, because when I shouted out Kyra the other day, it was another girl named Kyra that was like, damn, I thought that shout out was for me. So this one is for you. This is for the other Kyra. So before we get into this story, a lot of people been asking me, why do you got on the do-rag when you got the bald head? Why do you keep wearing the do-rag when you got the bald head? Okay, this is what it is. My hair actually grows. When I was locked up about a year and a half ago, I had a full head of hair, right? It started going thin right here, but I still had a full head of hair, and it was hair here, it was just thin. So what I did, I said, I'm about to just cut it bald and see if that helps it grow back fully. So when I cut it bald, this was still growing thin. So I didn't like the way it was looking uneven. So I just kept cutting it bald. And I wore it like that for like a year and a half, which I have no problem wearing a bald head. But since it grows so much and I got to keep cutting it, I was like, man, I'm about to just see if it'll grow all the way back. So the reason I've been wearing a do-rag is because I've been letting it grow. And I don't really like the way it looks if it's not cut even. But I told myself I'm going to give it about 6 months. And if it don't jump back like it's supposed to, then it is what it is. I'm going to just cut it bald, and that's just what it's going to be. But this is what it's like. Like, it's dark on all these sides. And then it's hair here, but you can see it's real thin. Like, it grows, but it grows super slow. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to a few of my barber friends, and they told me, they gave me some stuff to use, and they said just give it about 6 months and it'll all fill in. So if it do, it is what it is. If it don't, it is what it is. So that's the reason I've been wearing a do-rag. Now let's get in this story real quick. Now, this is a subject I wasn't going to talk about. I was talking to my homeboy last night. We was just chopping it up for a minute, and we was talking about this. It came up. And he was like, bro, that's something you should talk about on your YouTube. That's a story you should tell for real. And I was like, I don't know. I ain't never want to go into that, because it's a lot of stuff that, stuff that I'm not going to speak on with this story simply because of my reasons. But he was like, bro, just overall, the situation that happened, bro, and the situation you was placed in, you should really tell that story. I think that's interesting. So I thought about it all night, and I decided I'm going to tell it, all right? This is the story about the time they thought I was a snitch and the time when I could have been placed in a very messed up situation, right? All right, so this is what happened. All right, now let me just explain something real quick. When I took my first charge, the other 5 charges were still pending. Okay, slowly but surely, they started dropping other charges. So when I pled guilty to the first one, I still had pending charges, right? So I went to prison for the first one, and I still had several. So I was going back and forth from court. I didn't plead guilty on my second charge until 2017. But I was already locked up from all of that since 2013. So for 4 years straight, I was going back and forth from court, just pretty much BSing around, telling them, I'm going to trial, I ain't taking no plea. I'm going to trial, I ain't taking no plea. Because, you know, the pleas they offering is like super high. I'm not taking that. But I'm really trying to finesse them to see if they going to just drop it all. So they end up dropping like 4 other charges, bro. So I just know the 5th one going to get dropped, but it don't. So I end up pleading guilty to it in 2017. But leading up to that, I used to go to court. I've been to court, like I say, 4 years straight, bro. I've probably been to court 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. So, all right. Here's a little backstory I got to give you on these females real quick. When I was out, like when I was a teenager, I used to mess with this girl named Lisa. Lisa had a little sister named Liana, right? Now Lisa was my girlfriend. Liana used to try to be slick and used to try to get me to smash all the time. I would never do it though. Now I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it. Because Liana was thicker than Lisa. And she looked a little better than Lisa. But that don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? If it did, I would have did it. I've always had morals, bro, like about loyalty. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I'm really just being all the way 100. I'm really not the dude that just be out here just cheating. Like, if I had a girlfriend, I promise you, I am not the dude that every time you turn around, it's something about me and another female. Like, we might have a lot of issues, but that's just one we won't have. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with my partner, my brother. I feel a certain type of way about loyalty. Now, I'm human. I can slip up, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I feel a very strong feeling about loyalty, and I really stand on it. So her little sister used to try to get me to knock her down all the time. I would never do it. Now, I didn't go tell Lisa, but I used to tell Liana all the time, like, bro, chill out, bro. You tripping. Your sister, my girlfriend. You tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But she used to try. I remember one time I'm standing in the driveway talking to Liana. Lisa wasn't home. She was like, I just talked to her, though. She said she was like 5 minutes away. So I'm standing out there talking to Liana. So she just walked up on me and did like this. So I'm like, man, watch out. What you did like that for? She talking about what my fingers smell like. I said, they don't smell like nothing. She talking about, I just stuck my fingers in myself. You know what I'm saying? She used to do just goofy stuff like that. But anyway, let's get back on point. Okay, when I went to court, I think this was the second time when I found out that this dude was telling on me, that he wrote statements and everything. I wrote Lisa a letter, and I gave her one of my guys' name that got a lot of influence in the chain gang. And I told her his information. And I said, hey, write him a letter and send this to him. And I sent him the statement out of my discovery packet that shows dude telling on me. I just wanted him to have dude's name because at this point, I didn't know what prison dude was at. So I wanted my folks to call around and see where he was at and get that business handled. You see what I'm saying? So I took the paper where he was telling on me out the discovery packet. I sent it to Lisa. I told her to send it to dude. I sent her all his information. So she sent it to him. And I told her to kiss the letter with some black lipstick. You know what I'm saying? When he get it, he already gonna know what the business is. So she did it. Everything was perfectly fine and dandy. So now Liana, I'm talking to Lisa one day on the phone. I was back in the chain gang. I wasn't even in the county jail. So, you know, Liana kicking all this brother, hey, brother stuff. And, you know, bro, I used to feel fake because I'm like, damn, I'm really supposed to tell Lisa, like, what her sister trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel kind of fake for not saying nothing to Lisa. But when I was locked up, me and Lisa wasn't together no more. We was just real cool. We had broke up when I was like, before I got locked up, probably like a year before I got locked up, we broke up. We had stopped talking for a long time. But when I got locked up, like, she reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? But it was established we wasn't together. She had a boyfriend and all that. But she just used to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? So I used to feel like, damn, should I tell Lisa? But I just ain't never say nothing. So she used to get on the phone, brother it is, brother that, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting my own phone. So she got my number from Lisa. I don't know if Lisa gave it to her, if she got it out of her anyway. So she started calling me and stuff. So I'm just chopping it up with her, you know what I'm saying? I'm locked up, something to do, somebody to talk to. So one day I wake up in the morning, open the phone, and she sent me all kind of news, you know what I'm saying? Then gonna say, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to send you that. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff like that. So she tell me, one day I'm talking to her, she like, man, I'm tired of playing. Send me a picture of that. Let me see that. I'm like, let you see what? She like, man, stop playing with me. Let me see that. I'm like, let you see what? You know what I'm saying? But she's dead serious. She like, man, I'm just trying to see. She trying to video chat me and everything. I'm like, man, I'm not doing that. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? So she mad. She ain't talked to me for like a day. So then she started back talking to me. Then she called me one day and was like, hey, you need anything? I said, shit, what you mean, need anything? Like what? She was like, you need any money or anything? She was like, I just got these income taxes. I'm like, hell yeah, I need some money. Shit. She like, how much you need? I'm like, how much you gonna give me? So she sent me like $300, bro. So I'm like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight. So I do my thing with it. Now, I did get kind of busy. I ain't gonna lie. I was not playing games with the girl. I probably purposely ignored her like once or twice just because she used to call just too damn much. You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of busy doing all kind of stuff, bro. I had to went and got a little job, and then I had bought some cigarettes to invest in that I could flip, moving around, doing this and that. So I wasn't able to pick up every single time she called, bro. So she sent me a long text message one day calling me up. All kind of everything under the sun. Talking about I used her for $300 and I bet I never call her again. She hate me. All kind of crazy stuff, man. Girl told me, talking about some, she hope I get raped. Man, all kind of crazy stuff she said. I didn't even respond to it, bro. I was about to respond, cuss her out, chump her off. Whatever the case is, I didn't even respond. I was like, you know what? That's too stupid. That's too ignorant for me to even engage in. I can't even respond to it. I just blocked her number. So probably like 2 months later, I remember it was my mama's birthday. I went to court. Never forget it. That night, they came in there. They said, hey, pack it up, bill, pack it up. You going to court. I'm like, all right, bet. So I go to court. I'm in court for 5 months, bro. 5 months just going on dry runs. If you're not familiar with the court system, what dry runs mean is they come get you in the morning, they shackle you up, they put you on this bus, they have you go all the way to the courthouse, sit you in this room for a bunch of hours just to send you back, just to say, oh, your lawyer not here, or your date been rescheduled. Basically, you never go in there and see the judge. You just sit in this cold-ass holding cell for a long time, then go back to the jail. Oh, you been rescheduled. That's what they call a dry run. So I sat here for 5 months straight, bro, just going on dry runs. So in the midst of me sitting in here for 5 months, I get my discovery package, right? Now, I had already received certain little pieces of it, you know what I'm saying? Because the lawyer can get you certain stuff, or they can get you a discovery packet, but then sometimes you got because I think I had already got a discovery packet, but it was another type of motion my lawyer had to put in to get everything because we didn't have everything, you know what I'm saying? We just had little stuff the DA would try to hold back. So I think I had already got a little basic version of it. My lawyer put it in some type of motion to get the whole thing, the full thing. So once I got that, it's a whole bunch of stuff I'm seeing, but most of it was stuff I already knew. I had already known I was getting snitched on. I mean, it wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? I had pretty much already knew, but it was good to see my whole thing, like cell phone calls off the towers, how they tracked my phone. I was just able to see all that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting here for 5 months, like I say. So a lot of this stuff, like letters, I don't, like, not letters, but like I was writing books, phone numbers, important phone numbers I needed, pictures, just anything that I had like that. What I did was I took all of it and I placed it in my property. And then I allowed my family to come pick it up because I said, this is important stuff that I want to keep. I don't want to lose it messing around in jail. You know what I'm saying? It get messed up or anything happen. It get thrown away. Somebody do something crazy to it, anything. So I placed all of my paperwork, all my important stuff in my property, and I let my family from the streets come pick it up. 5 months go by. I go back to the prison. I go back to the same prison I was at, Smith State Prison. So I get there. I go back in the matter of fact, I went in the dorm next door to the dorm I was originally in. So when I went next door, I'm trying to work my move to get moved back in my original dorm. So I'm going talking to the folks all the time, like, come on, man, move me back in my dorm, man. That's where I feel comfortable at, stuff like that. So I'm going out to chow hall one day, but I'm really going out to holler at the guys in this dorm. So I go to the window, do. I'm like, what's up, bro? So, they come to the window all excited. Man, what's up, folk? Man, you just got back, bro. Now, the dude that I said got all the influence over the camp, he came to the window. Man, little bro, what's up, little bro? Ooh, I got your letter. He said, well, you already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So probably like a week later, they end up moving me back in my original dorm where I was in before I even went to court. So I get back in the dorm, bro. Everybody energy still the same. Everybody's still cool except for bro that I say had the influence over the whole camp. He was just kind of different. You know what I'm saying? When I went in there, room. I'm like, boy, what's up? Why? You know what I'm saying? He was just looking at me. He was laying on the bed. He was looking at me. And then he kind of like looked down all the way at my feet, looked back up. He said, what's up, folk? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hell wrong, bro. So I'm like, what's up, bro? You all right? He like, yeah, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. What you mean? So, you know what I'm saying? He's just acting kind of weird. So I leave out. I go in my room, unpacking all my property, get all my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So I asked some of the guys that been in there. I'm like, man, what's up with bro? He all right? You know what I'm saying? He's straight. So his name was Rock, matter of fact. At first I wasn't going to say his name, but it is what it is. I asked him, I'm like, hey, what's up with Rock? He's straight. So they're like, yeah, why you say that? I'm like, I don't know. It just seemed like he acting funny. He acting different. They're like, man, you know that man about mental health. You know he just be in it feeling sometimes. It ain't I wouldn't even stress it if I was you. But it's something, bro. I ain't slow. It's something. You feel me? I could feel it. And then I'm too cool with, bro, to not know something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I go back in there later on that night. I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? And he stood up. He was like, hey, listen, fam. Now, this what I'm going to tell you about Rock. This man is a slap fool. You see what I'm saying? This man is a slap fool, bro. When I say that, I mean, I done seen 15 people try to put him on the door before, and he bucked on all of them. It ain't now one of them bust a grape because they know that man going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people really scared of bro for real. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. So he said, hey, listen, fam. He said, I'm going to just tell you straight up, bro. He said, you know a girl named Liana? I said, yeah. He said, oh, yeah, old girl that you had write me, Lisa, that's her sister. I said, yeah. He was like, okay. He went to looking around. He said, hey, look, fam, you got your paperwork with you that you was just in court for them 5 months for? I said, hell no, I left it at the jail. I let my folks come pick it up. He went to rubbing his chin. I'm like, what's up? He was like, CB, bro, I rock with you so strong, bro. And I got a lot of love and respect for you, bro. I would hate to look at you like you one of them. I was like I'm one of what? What do you mean, folks? So he was like, bro, this what I'm saying. Just be all the way honest. Who the hell leave a discovery packet in the county for their family to pick up? Who don't bring that to prison with them? Now, that did make sense because people usually bring their discovery packet with them. Even from the first charge I had from 4-5 years ago, I still had the discovery packet with me for that. So that made perfect sense. I guess the reason I sent it home was because I had already had a little first draft of it. And the second draft, like I said, it wasn't much different. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling him like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, what difference do it make if I sent it home or not? You know what I'm saying? So he like, bro, he was like, man, so the dude information that you sent me in that paper where it's saying that he told on you. He was like, I just need to see the whole thing because old girl wrote me a letter telling me that you was there telling on him and that her and her sister came to court and they watched you testify against dude. So I'm like, what? I'm like, who the hell told you that? Lisa? He like, no, Liana. She wrote me a letter saying that. So I told him, I said, listen here, big bro. This is the story on that. Lisa used to be my girl. Liana is her little sister. Liana been trying to get me to knock that thing off for years. I would never do it. She sent me $300 a while back, and she felt like I went to acting funny after I got the money. She felt like I used her, or I played her, or whatever the case is, which I didn't. And she just went to saying all kind of crazy stuff to me, talking about she hoped this happened to me, she hoped that happened to me. So if she went out her way to go through her sister's stuff and find where she had your name wrote down, or she probably finessed her sister out the information, whatever the case is, however she got it. She went through all that to write you, bro. She's just blowed that I'm not entertaining her BS, and she's trying to get something done to me. That's all it is, folks. You can't go for nothing like that. So he thought about it. He started laughing. He said, damn, Bill, you got some folks really hate you out here, G. You better be lucky I'm the one in charge around here and I really rock with you. But if it was somebody else, they'd have just jumped just off of word of mouth just to be able to say they did something to somebody. I'm like, yeah, bro, she kept. So he was like, all right, look, well, did what I need you to do. He was like, just because it did come up, and I don't put nothing past nobody, which I had to respect because I don't put nothing past nobody neither. He was like, bro, what I'm going to need you to do is call to the house and get that discovery package sent ASAP because I do need to read it. So I'm like, all right, cool. But he was like, but this the thing, though. You know, I ain't trying to try you or nothing like that, but when you call your folks, he was like, fam, you got to call on speakerphone. I got to hear it and just to make sure because, you know, this is an issue that it came up, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would be questioning me about, so what's the status on that? What's going on with that? So I'm going to have something to tell them. And if it don't make sense to them, then, you know, they may try to make it a bigger issue and try to make it look like you a rat or something. He was like, so we're just going to do everything protocol the way we supposed to do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I got the phone. I called my Aunt Dukes on speakerphone. I was like, hey, you got that thick yellow envelope that I sent you, whatever? So she said, yeah. I said, open it up, tell me what the first page say. So she said, say something about motion of discovery or something like that. I said, okay, cool. Can you please mail me that ASAP? It's an emergency. I need it. So she was like, all right, I'm about to go send it in the mail first thing in the morning. So I'm like, all right. So when I hung up with her, he was like, all right, bet, say less. So it came in the mail probably about 4 or 5 days later. But within that time, bro, I could tell how certain guys that I used to rock with, I could just tell how they was just a little distant. Or they was just acting just slightly a tad bit funny, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a situation like we don't know. You know, this is pending investigation. We don't know if it's true about Bill, if he was just in court telling on somebody. But you know, hopefully he wasn't, but if he was, we're going to have to give him the business. I already know how it go because I've been placed in that situation 100 times with people that I've been cool with, and it's like, damn, you finna have to do it to him because he trying to live this life, knowing he doing this, which contradicts the way this life is lived. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. So this is the thing that's so strange about it, bro. I get the mail probably like a week later, all right? They come in there, they say mail card. So I get it. I go to Big Bro room, Rock room. I like, hey, Rock, the thing just came. He was like, yeah, let me see. He said, just throw it on the counter. I'm talking to my daughter right now. I get it when I get up. I'm like, all right. So I throw it on the little table right there. I go back out, go to my room, wherever I do. Couple hours later, before they come lock down, the officer come tell me, hey, you going to court, pack it up. So I'm like, damn, I was just in court, what, last week, 2 weeks ago? So they're like, you going to court. So this was a little nerve-wracking for me, bro, because I know ain't nothing in there funny on my end, but I just know the type of games people play. In the prison, you know, especially don't let a person not like you. Then they'll finesse all kind of stuff. So I go back to court. Now I'm going to court while Rock and them got my discovery packet. So it's like, damn, I hope ain't nobody trying to play no games, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. So I go to court, and I think this was the time I finally got it resolved. And I finally pled guilty to it. I was just like, bump it, bro. Because they was really ready to go to trial for real this time. And then I told y'all, I asked my mama about, because my mama and my brother kept telling me, don't take a plea, go to trial, go to trial, go to trial. I didn't have a real lawyer. I wasn't about to go to trial. Then you got this guy positively admitting to committing a crime, and he just saying I was with him. Hell no, I'm not about to go to trial on that, especially not with a real lawyer. So I asked my mama, what if I go to trial and lose and get 30 years? She gonna tell me Jesus is gonna be back way before 30 years. So I was just like, I'm not playing these games. So I just took the plea. I come back from court, go back to the prison, go back to the same dorm. So I go in there. So Rock standing at the top of the steps, he always keep his eyes squinting. So he looking down like this, doing his head like this. So I'm walking up the steps, and I'm like, damn, I hope ain't nobody try to finesse nothing crazy. So I get up the steps, I'm like, what's up? So he started smiling. He told me, well, hey, keep going back to court. But he said, boy, I read through that paper, boy, you good. But he said, that girl Liana, my boy, you need to cut her off. If I was you, I would never talk to her again. He said, because the guys were trying to tell me, we need to send you to the hole while this situation is being investigated, because they were saying they don't know if you gonna try to get on the phone and try to finesse your folks to take a certain piece out the discovery packet. But I was telling them, nah, we ain't got to do that, because I really don't believe Bill did nothing like that. So he was like, man, if I was you, I would never deal with her again in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yeah, hell yeah, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And everything was straight. The people that I said was acting funny, they started coming back around. Then when I went back upstairs and I started getting my property situated back in my room, Rock came over there with the discovery pack and gave it back to me. He was like, yeah, you good, little bro. He was like, you already know. It ain't nothing personal with me. It's just a business type thing. You know what I'm saying? If something come up about one of my guys, I got to investigate it. I don't give a damn how cool I am with you, because I don't put nothing past nobody. And I told him I respect it, because when I'm on the investigating end, I feel the exact same way. But here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Just because you is in your feelings about something that you know not right, you trying to get me to participate in something with you knowing I used to go with your sister. See, I don't do stuff like that, bro. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm the most loyal man in the world and that, oh, this will never happen. But I'm not, I know the rappers talk about, oh yeah, smash her and her sister. Woo, woo. That's just not me, bro. I'm not doing stuff like that. You feel me? I'm not, you my girlfriend. We're together. We committed. I know your family. You know my family. We do everything together. And then your little sister come try to get me to smash on the slide, and I go do it. I'm not gonna do it, bro. That's just me. That's just me. That's just how I'm cut. I know some people look at it like it's fun, and they look at it like, hell yeah, I hit her and her sister. That's just not me. I'm not gonna do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So how the hell you get mad, you get in your feelings because I'm not doing something that you know ain't right nowhere. You really trifling for even trying to do it. You mad because I won't even indulge in it. And you actually go to the extent of writing somebody a letter at a level 5, at this time was the most dangerous prison in the state of Georgia, at a level 5 prison, and tell them I am snitching on somebody. And then to make it so bad, I was going to court while you wrote that letter. So it's like, damn, if bro didn't know me like that, or if bro didn't have the type of understanding he had and was humble enough to sit back and wait and be like, okay, well, that do take a process getting through the mail. Okay, well, he is fighting the case. If he was on some other type of stuff, he could have easily told me, hey, bro, go to the hole until all this stuff gets situated. And then I could have bucked on him, and then it could have been a big group of people came and jumped on me, tried to hit me with the candy bars, anything, because they feel like I'm telling on somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? Or he could have just been ignorant and been like, oh, I'm going to just run based off what old girl said. Oh, yeah, he is in court. Let's get him. You know what I'm saying? That thing could have went so many different ways, bro, all because a female that's dead wrong anyway decided to lie and try to play some games, bro. Had people walking around looking at me crazy. Like I say, bro, people that used to come around and kick it just to walk past me, bro. Like they ain't even damn know me. So I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And it was just sad, bro. I was just sitting back thinking about it. But when I really think about all that, I think about overall where I was at. I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this, bro. This the saddest thing. This is what I be trying to stress about, make better decisions. If you go out and commit a crime, the judge gives you your sentence. Okay, that's your sentence for doing what you did. But it's like a double jeopardy, bro. Then you could come into prison and just say, hypothetically speaking, you did tell on somebody. Now it's like another inmate is the judge again for this and can determine what's finna happen with your well-being. Oh, he told on him. Bust him with the candy bar. Oh, go get a lock. Bust him upside the head. Y'all folk go jump him. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell want to be in that situation? Y'all can avoid that situation, brother, by staying out that situation. The street life is not him. You feel me? Stay out them streets, bro. I'm telling you, make money, not excuses. Make better decisions. I'm telling you, bro. I promise you, that's not where you want to be. Get what? Some people is placed in situations, bro, where they feel like telling on somebody is their best, is the most smartest thing they can do. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's like this. This is how I look at it now. I never looked at it like this back then, but as of right now, this is how I look at things. I look at it like this. If me and you both doing something illegal, we ain't got no business doing, and I end up getting caught up, and they trying to find out who's the other person with me, I have no business telling on nobody. I have no business saying nothing to nobody because I know for a fact I was in the wrong too. So I ain't got no business trying to tell nothing. I just need to hold it down, keep it solid, do my time like a G. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not living this life you living, I'm not participating in nothing you got going on. I don't know about nothing you got going on. I'm going to work. I'm doing YouTube. I'm taking care of my family. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And I get jammed up in some BS because of something you done did that I had nothing to do with. And you like, hey, bro, you better go and straighten your business. Cause I'm finna tell them folk that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't look at that like that's snitching. I know there's a lot of people that still gonna say, oh, that's snitching. You tell it. Bro, that rule only applies to people that's living that street life, bro. That only applies to them people. If you not living that life, that don't apply to you, folks. You feel me? I know a lot of people gonna try to say, oh, Bill tripping. No, I'm not tripping. That rule only applies to people who living in the streets, who living that life. It don't apply to people that's not living that life. You see what I'm saying? It's just like you say, well, yeah, if he swang on me, I'm gonna shoot him in the face. Yeah, you better shoot him in the face. Okay, y'all living that type of life that you say I'm gonna do that. But if I'm working at a damn gas station and somebody comes swang on me, I'm gonna probably try to fight them back, or I'm gonna hit the thing, try to call the police. I'm not about to pull out no damn gun to shoot them in the face. That applies to y'all because y'all living that type of life. You see what I'm saying? But just say you placed in a situation like that where it had nothing to do with you, absolutely nothing. You like, bump that. I'm not about to miss 30 years of my damn life because this idiot wanted to go shoot somebody. So you tell the police, hey man, I didn't do that. This stupid old did that. I thought we was going to the grocery store. He whipped out the fire, shot Buddy 100 times. I ended up getting locked up with him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So just say you do that. Just say you get off. Or just say you do go down, but you got way little time on the streets or in prison. Then people could be looking at you like, oh, you a rat. You told. Now you worried about your damn life. Now you worried about your well-being because they looking at you like a rat. That's why we need to make better decisions and just change up everything. Listen, bro, the way I live now, if you is not on nothing positive and productive, nothing got nothing to do with success, the most high, anything spiritual, anything positive, bro, we is not finna have no dealings. Now, it's some people that I know, that lives that type of way that I got a lot of love for, that I just built the bond over the years. And guess what? That relationship goes as far as a phone conversation. We ain't finna be nowhere damn kicking it. If I know you trapping, if I know you riding around with the blick on you, if I know you this and that, bro, we will never be together physically, no damn where. Only place we gonna ever be is on the damn FaceTime call. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all need to tighten up, get yourself together. But I'm gonna holler at you though, bro. I'm gone. Man, make better decisions, bro. I promise you, bro. The street life ain't it. I promise you it's not it, bro. I promise you that's not a way nobody want to live. It seems cool, it's not cool, bro. You see what I'm saying? I promise you it's not cool. There's so many young people, especially teenagers out here messing their life up, doing all kind of crazy stuff, bro. Let's just try to do a little better, bro, so we can avoid being placed in any of these type of situations. It's your boy Bill Feezy. I'm gone. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I appreciate y'all on Patreon. I appreciate y'all who be hitting me off on Cash App. I don't know why the merch ain't updated. I tried to email them and see what's going on. I made the new merch. It's supposed to automatically update to YouTube, but it's still showing the old merch. I don't know why. But if you want to go check out that new merch, it's Bills with a Z, billsclothing.org. But it's your boy Bill. I'm gone.